Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JayLeesCorner. Look, I'm assuming y'all can hear me, and I'm assuming I'm coming in loud and proud. And if not, y'all, I mean, cut your volume up, put your earphones in, because I'm around here, okay? Happy Saturday. Welcome to JayLeesCorner, where we will have about an hour or two of foolishness because people is around here saying things, being interviewed, talking about their boyfriends, who is people's husbands, going to court, and all the things in between, okay? Make sure that you are already subscribed to my channel. Make sure that you are liking the video, sharing the video, following me on social media, we're at JayLeesCorner or IG, Twitter, and TikTok, okay? I be like, that's what it is and whatnot, okay? I did a whole thumbnail because I said, if you don't, what you gonna do? Because if it's no thumbnail, y'all gonna think I'm not here. Okay, so I said, girl, put a thumbnail up. Okay, I was live on Wednesday. If you did not watch that one, go watch it. I was live on Tuesday. Go watch that too. And we're live today. Okay, and that's 3 days. That's 3 days this week, y'all. 3 full days. Okay, and I feel like I was also live on either Saturday or Sunday. So yeah. Okay, I'm still around here trying to do my best, okay? Because all I can do, look, it's not much I can do, but all I can do is
I'll do the best I can with what I got. I'll do the best I can with what I got.
and that's why we are here, okay? Now, y'all know, okay, I'm here. It's Saturday. I don't have no lipstick on. A white shirt and a bun, bitch. I was trying to open up the wine. I can't open the wine. I don't know why. I cannot get it open. And so I won't be drinking today. Because my plan was, because him was like, how about you drink some wine and the liquor? And I said, well, that's a good idea because it's wine in the refrigerator. And this is my favorite wine, but I can't open it. So I just have the water, okay? I just have the water. And I was like, dang, okay, I have to have cold stuff. And for some reason, child, the bottle won't open. So I'm going to put that back in the refrigerator once the live is over. Okay, or once I take a little break and whatnot. But you know what happens is so funny is every time I take a bottle of whatever, out my fridge. I can't open it if it's whatever it may be. I don't know if the top is a little bit too cold to be twisted, but I'm not gonna break my fingers trying to open it. I'll just drink water, okay? And then maybe when we have the next live, I'll try to have the bottle open and leave it be okay. But I'm like, I just went and grabbed it out the refrigerator. I said, oh yeah, I can grab it real quick, child. Where my glass at? I grabbed my little glass and all of that. And then God said no. God said no wine for you today, Jay Lee. Anyway, again, like the video, subscribe, all those good things that I say every single time. Okay. Good old Saturday. Okay. Happy birthday. I think because your birthday was it Thursday? Because we talked about it on either Tuesday or Wednesday, and you said it was the following day. So happy belated birthday to Miss C. Not yeah. I'm like girl. Empty naturals, okay. Happy of the birthday. Okay, y'all can hear me good, 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 good. Because I'm like, when I went back and listened to my lives, I don't hear no issue. I mean, do I feel like the videos are louder than me? Yes. But that's because that's not coming from my mic. That's me sharing it from IG. I can't control that volume. Okay. But I feel like I don't know who be having sound issues and I be low to them. Child, I'm here. Okay. Um but yeah, I was live at least 2 days last week. Yeah, it was Tuesday and Wednesday. I chilled out on Thursday, Friday, and here we are together. Okay, I'm a child. By the time I do that, I'll be at my water. Um, maybe so. I don't know. Okay, but I'm gonna leave it be because I should have opened it earlier, but I was watching Masters of the Universe, the He-Man movie. I was putting up groceries. I mean, I'm making ice. I had no shirt on. I was relaxing on my Saturday and talking to my nephew, whatever. So yeah, I'm just like, it is what it is. But because it's early, well, it's not early, y'all. But because it's Saturday, I want to get into the topics. And so that way, the quicker we get into the topics, the quicker I can get back into my easy breezy Saturday. Okay. Now we got a couple of crazy topics and celebrity topics and stuff like that. And I was like, well, because also, wait, where am I? My mouth is dry. I also want to mention, hold on. So I was supposed to have a live yesterday. I had a sip of Friday. Okay. And at around 4 p.m., I was like, I think I need to cancel the live. I'm tired, child. And then me and him was talking about it. And I'm like, I don't feel like doing this today. And so I came to the conclusion, okay, that I cannot set a live the day before during the week. Because the thing is, with my job and how crazy busy we are right now with our new system being built out and all that, and me have to child be goddamn builder, some days I'm just too tired because I either have not looked at social media or I am mentally and physically tired from preventing myself from beating people up all that. But I said going forward, I will only set a live the day of after 4 p.m. Meaning I'm not gonna like on Monday I'm not gonna set up Monday live on Sunday. Not gonna set Tuesday live. I'm only gonna start setting the live the day of. So after 4 p.m. That's half my day. After 4 p.m. during the work week is when I would say, do I feel like doing a live? Do I have the energy to do a live? So that way I'm not canceling a live the day of. So going forward, if y'all want to know which will she be live today, come and look at my channel around 5. If by 5 p.m. it'll be up posted alive for that day. Cause then I know I've looked at social media, I prepared myself, I'm not tired from work, and I can do a live. Cause I be feeling bad, like I can't keep canceling, child. But it really be because I be tired from work. I didn't know I was tired from work until I got to work and had to do the work. And then here we are. So now weekend lives, it is what it is. But again, I said during the week, this way I won't set a live and then I do it. Because if I set a live, if I say I'm doing live, I should do one. And y'all can thank him for that. Anyway, let's get to these topics, okay? Now I felt like a lot of topics, a lot of things was going on. And I say it's some random stuff going on, it's some celebrity stuff going on, and so that way we can get it today. Okay. No, I didn't put no lipstick on today because I'm like, because once I get off live, I'm chilling. And so that's it. I'm not okay. Cause I don't think I had lipstick on. I don't think I put lipstick on the last time. So I'll put it on here. And I can't see nothing, child. Hold on. I can't see because the screen too small. So I will. All right. That was messy. I still put it on messy because tech popping. Hold on. And what's crazy is I wanted, well, because the weather's gonna change, so I'm gonna probably start wearing my burgundy lipstick. But I feel like it's like it's the corner, you know. I be trying to make it do what it do. So I put lipstick on. So that way can't nobody be like, why she don't be wearing lipstick no more? Did her lips fall off? No. Okay. So at least now y'all can see my face. But again, child, look, I always tell y'all, once the live is over, even before the live start, I don't be, if I don't go to work, I don't put my lipstick on. And then once I'm in the house, which I am chilling and relaxing and maxing. So sometimes I won't have my lipstick on. I'm gonna throw on whatever shirt is on my damn chair. And that is it. Okay. But I put my lipstick on. Okay. Anyway. Now, some of the topics. I want to start here. Okay. Because I feel like people need to start realizing that they can't be doing dumb shit. You can't be doing dumb shit around here because dumb shit will get you locked up. So when I saw this post, I'm like, first of all, why are you going around here not fighting, but causing a ruckus in the theater? So a girl catches her boyfriend cheating at the movies and says after checking every theater confronts him. Now, this to me is so embarrassing, but not for the dude, but for the girl. Because girl, what are you doing? Fuck him.
Bitch, you lost your mind. Bitch, oh my mama. Got me overly fucked up.
I don't want any. That's all my friends.
Bitch.
Now, first of all, if I'm in a theater, okay, I'm up trying to watch the movie, and if some random person come around there with their flashlight on for their phone, cussing somebody out, disrupting my movie, I want a refund. Plus 2 tickets for the next show. Because you are not only, messing up his experience, you're also causing the whole ruckus at everyone else in the theater. And then how do you know you're spraying stuff on the right person?
You got your flowers, sweetheart. He was literally fucking me last night, asking his mouth for everything. There you go, bitch. Enjoy your life. and have my shit.
Cause you done got him wet. You done got the person next to him wet who seemingly don't have nothing to do with it. So if I'm sitting there, okay, and you up here tossing the slushy on your dude, your Negro, okay, and you get me wet, now I gotta fight you. Cause now my white shirt is red and pink and orange or whatever color that the slushy is. Because why would you do that?
Outside your house when you get there on my life. Have my shit outside. Bodegas and everything, bitch. Have my shit outside.
I can't hit the theater.
Fuck. And if anybody needs that, tell them they know where the fuck I be, bitch. You got my low. You came and pick me up every night. Fuck.
You have to understand. You have to understand that you look dumb. Okay. Point of view, he said he was going bowling with his homeboys. Why would he? Because he doing stuff. Meaning she went in to everybody else's theater looking for somebody, ruin their girl. Now who let her in the door? Why she got a ticket? You know how crazy you have to be to go check all the theaters? Looking for one dude who he look young. I just don't even. I ain't doing all of that for nobody at all. And again, one, is that called assault? It might be assault because you hit somebody, and you got the girl next to him with, which is weird. Isn't that serious? That says another post said that she confronted him outside the theater, and then later outside of him as she collects her belongings. She even dumped a bottle of lotion over his car. At this point, I'm not going into the theaters, searching every theater, and then tossing the stuff for what? For what? If you know he there, wait outside. Wait outside, but don't ruin other people's moments, other people's dates, other people's day. Because your nigga ain't shit. Okay, don't ruin and my thing is this too. If somebody come in fussing, I'm leaving. Because they're gonna start shooting. And I don't wanna be shot. So you done ruin my movie, ruin my day. Okay. I can't hit the movie. I done missed the part of what was said because you want to talk to slushy on somebody. Get the fuck out of my face. Children. Okay. I'm going to leave because I am a firm believer in everybody crazy and anybody crazy enough to come to the theater and look in the darkness. You know how hard it is to find somebody in the darkness? Okay, to find them in the darkness of it, that is crazy. Going row by row by row, lane by lane by lane, trying to see you went to 18 different. This is also things where no one should be allowed in a theater without a ticket. Okay, no one should be just walking around. Is she talking? Hold on.
Basically, he told me he was going bowling with his homies and stuff. That's something like he liked to bowl, so I wasn't thinking nothing of it. So I'm like, okay, you finna be all late. He like, he don't know. So I'm like, okay. Boom. My mama and my brother was already going to the movies in Greenville because we stay in Rocky Mount. Should I be telling her? We stay in Rocky Mount. So boom. Nobody goes to the movies down here. And when me and him go to the movies, we always go to Greenville. So like,
I don't even care. You stupid. You dumb. If someone gonna lie and say where they at, let it be where they at. I'm not following you. I'm not chasing you. I'm not throwing a slushy on you. I'm not gonna stalk you. It's like, girl, don't. The dick ain't even worth it. The dick ain't worth it. It can't be. Not today. Not ever. Because for what and for why? Now, y'all remember Big Dank? Okay, I mean, of course you do. Not to catch the president. Hi. Look, even young JayLee is not showing up to a public place to confront my boyfriend. I'm not. I'm not. I'm gonna confront it at the house. At the house. Because my mindset is always, one, I don't want nobody in my business. And then two, I can beat you up better at the house. And the witnesses. So even younger JayLee will cuss a motherfucker out, but at the house. At the house. That's the difference. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Young JayLee has had her moments of pure destruction. Pure foolishness. The difference is I never had those moments publicly at a public place. Even if we was at an event, let's go. Because I'm not finna get arrested for cutting you out. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We can fuss in the car, at the house, but I have never been a person who wants to cause a ruckus outside. Because when you cause a ruckus, the police come, is witnesses, is people for the prosecution and the defense. I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? So back then there was no need, because I've had a cheating ex for sure, and I've had a cuss nigga. Even the one time I beat a bitch ass, I beat her ass at the house. The house. You know what I'm saying? Come on over here and want to fuss with me, cool. And back then, you weren't really going to. Now you can find somebody's location. I'm not riding around the Rand Center. I'm not riding around downtown. I'm not riding around Greetown. I ain't doing none of that. When I know you not where you supposed to be, I will confront you at the house. You and her. And now at 44, I don't even care. Just saying. Okay? Kiss my grits. So I would absolutely go off and call the scene at the house. At the house. I've also always been a person where I feel like I don't want nobody in me and my man business. I'm not gonna cuss him out in public, and he bet not cuss me out in public. It ain't nobody. No one should know how we argue or how we disagree at all, because you end up causing more people to have opinions. I'm like, no, I'm not doing any of that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But if you see my face, you'll know I'm upset, but I ain't saying shit. But once we get to the car and close the doors and we pull off, we cussing and fussing. It can be a full-fledged argument. And I'm in younger years. I don't have this, not now. I ain't doing none of that shit now. I'm saying back in the day. Okay? Currently, I don't have to worry about that. Anyway, back to Big Dank. Okay? So we know Big Dank was a girl here in Detroit who called an Uber. She called Uber Black. Was it Uber Black? This maybe it's Uber. This regular Uber. No, Lyft. It was Lyft. They called a little Lyft, and Lyft said, we can't lift you up. Get out the car. It's a no for me. And then she sued Lyft and them. Okay, this is back in 2025. And, this was a huge story across social media, you know what I'm saying, and within pop culture. It was definitely a conversation here in Detroit. Because we don't look, we use common sense. Okay? We use common sense. And once we saw the video of Big Dank trying to climb in the back of that car, not even the car, once we saw Big Dank, and once we saw the car, we said, girl, you can't fit. You can't fit in there. And that's not even a diss to Big Dank. That's physics. You cannot fit a circle into a square and vice versa. Okay? So I feel like We thought we left this in the past. She got her little dollars and cents from the lit people or whatever. I hope she bought a car. I'm not sure. And she was doing a little interview. Now I don't know why. I don't know because I'm not hating on her, because when something happens to you and you go viral, you are supposed to take full advantage of that viral moment. Okay, get all the endorsements. Okay, look, bitch, it would not be me, because I'm not lifting nothing, and I'm not squeezing my ass and nothing. Okay, but if I was to ever have a viral moment, I'm taking full advantage of everything. Because once it's over, it's over. Okay. I don't think she did that. And now she up here talking about, I don't think the city helped me. Bitch, what?
I feel like I'm angry at my city too, you know? So I don't know. I just feel like after the situation that happened, I feel like my city let me down. Like,
Bitch, who?
Our situation?
yeah, I feel like the city let me down. You know, they used that situation and made it a joke.
You made it a joke when you sued the goddamn company.
Um,
And we make everything a joke. Okay? Look, if you're not from here, we will make every dead people be a joke sometime. We will make anything a joke at any given time. It's in our blood.
you know, I just feel like they didn't have my back for real.
You would have had your own back. You, girl.
I feel like that with a lot of the Detroit platforms now. I feel like they overlooked me, and I don't know why. You know, I just did a major song with a major artist, and
Did you? When?
usually when people do that, it'll be on this platform or such and such did this with Chris Brown, or you know, like,
You didn't know what Chris Brown?
or such and such. That like y'all ain't doing that for me. I feel like I'm angry.
Look, this is a pure definition of I did not do my due diligence to help myself, and so I saved her page.
I feel like I'm angry.
I want to go to her page. Where is it? Did they take that time? Boom. I feel like now she got, almost 300,000 followers. That's good, girl. Get that done. But I feel like you around here, you didn't do what you were supposed to make your name, your song, your thing pop. The moment you was on the news and on air and talking to people, it was on the Breakfast Club, whatever, you kept trying to pass the buck off as if you not fat as fuck. And I don't mean that in any derogatory term. I mean, and she know her size. I know my size. Everybody is aware of the size they are when they wake up. So the reason we said, girl, fuck you, is because you really wanted us to feel like we had to help lift you up when you were not facing your reality that your body did not fit in that car. And when folks said that just what it was, ma'am, you gotta get a bigger car, ain't nothing wrong with that. You then wanted to push back and then make it seem as if we was crazy. And the one thing Detroit folk don't do is put up with folks acting like we crazy and we can see what's going on. Okay, so I'm like, we weren't supposed to uplift you. We weren't. You were not uplifting yourself. You were lying to yourself. You were lying to social media, to everybody. Then once you did have a little lawsuit and won whatever, you still didn't. You know what? I couldn't fit. However, I just felt embarrassed. And I hope you didn't do any of that. You play ego-driven games and made people feel like, well, I don't need y'all because I'm big neck and I'm a big deal. Be a big deal on your own. Okay, if you around here making songs, which I don't know about, okay, Man Down, Dank Moss, I don't know what that is. I have not heard nothing from her since she won we don't know what she won. We don't know what she won, okay? But she on somebody's porch, okay, with a wig on. But you can't make it seem as if we did not do something. And also, I'm like, that's your man, right? Why you in the back seat? Anyway, you can't blame the city.
Hey y'all, so today we doing rock, paper, scissors. We got eggs. Okay, you ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, go ahead, go.
Now you want us to come and uplift you. You have been playing running fool games. Again, but she want us to feel like we did not support her and make her be bigger and better within the atmosphere.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Go!
So you put yourself in the situation to where wasn't she doing like OnlyFans? Girl, what? Girl, are you on a horse? Okay. Again, all I'm saying is you can't blame our city for anything you went through and us not supporting you. Look at what you're doing. Why have you bent over? What is going on? A sunroof.
I want the thick one. I want the thick one. I want the thick one. So many bitches. So many bitches.
I guess so. She did it. Let me stop. All I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, she on some bullshit. Okay. All I'm saying is, you can't blame Detroit. All I'm saying is, bitch, you don't our business. It's not our job to help you. You will not help yourself, and you did not help yourself. That was a problem. Okay, that was a problem. You did not do your own, not animal abuse. Yes, and it's a thing to where a lot of plus size people like to feed into. What are they doing? A lot of plus size folks like to feed into the food narrative. Oh yeah, I'm fat. Let me eat food, bitch. For what? For what? For why? And for when? So I commented and I said, girl, we, meaning people here in Detroit, didn't do anything. Leave us out of your shenanigans because we don't have nothing to do with it. We can't even help you. Okay, not today, not ever. And I just want her to be real with herself. And again, I hope she is doing great. I hope she can do new songs and all of that. But until she stopped with that victim mentality to where she feels as if somebody did not do something for her or did something to her, you're gonna keep being the butt of the joke. Okay? So go and stop, please stop doing the food shit. You know, don't feed into that fat girl gotta eat food content. It's stupid. It makes some folk money, yeah, but girl, just don't do that. Leave it be. Okay. What would you do? Okay, you have your own house. You know, your own house has a pool out back. Okay, little blow up pool and whatnot. Had to have fun and the kids can swim and all that good stuff. And then you see your neighbor come pop your pool. Now, it say the neighbor was tired of hearing the kids playing. Okay, so the neighbor decided to pop the pool. Now, once I see video of you coming into my space and destroying my property, I have the right to beat you up. I at least have the right to set your house on fire. Okay, I at least have the right to flatten all 4 tires and like put bananas in your tailpipe. Okay, put a Snickers bar in your gas tank. Why would anyone do that? And I can't stand kids being loud and playing. But I also feel like when you're in a house and kids are in their backyard, you just have to suck it up, buttercup. To go over and flatten someone's pool, I really feel like you have the right to just, again, burn the house down, flatten their tires, and let that be that. And if she want to fight, we can fight. I would have kid parties every weekend from sun up to sundown. Because now I have to bow. Now if she would have just, took the water out the pool, I would say still I'm killing that bitch, whatever. But you put a hole in the pool, meaning she got to buy a whole new one. You cost me money. So when I see you and I set your car on fire, don't be pissed at me. Okay? Use the water you drained my pool to put your car out, bitch. I would be livid. I would be livid. Okay? The mom spent several days leveling the ground before installing the pool. The non-viral footage appears to show a woman walking into the yard after dark, okay, looking around to see if anyone is watching and putting a hole in the pool. Okay, and ran her punk ass off. Again, sometimes you just a throat punch. Okay, a quick little throat punch will help a lot of situations. Okay, throat punch here, throat punch there, throat punch everywhere. Okay. Also, stupid things happening around the world. Ex-NFL player Stedman Bailey. Who is Stedman Bailey, child? Who is Stedman Bailey? Yeah. Is it Stedman or Stedman? No, Bailey. Hold on, Bailey. Former NFL player Stedman Bailey arrested after allegedly having sex with a girlfriend at a bowling alley. Now, why would y'all do that? You too grown. Okay. Police say video showed them with their pants down and hunched over the bar. Was it a girl? Neighbors being in public ain't stopping nobody. Former NFL player Stedman Bailey was arrested after police say he was caught engaging in sexual acts with the girlfriend inside the Pembroke Pines, Florida bowling alley. Was it open? An officer responded at around 1 to the Pembroke lanes. Around midnight, I see reports of two people having sex in the bar area. Where the liquor at? Police say video showed Bailey and the girlfriend is the Karina Manderson with their pants down, with Manderson leaned over at the waist and Bailey behind her. A witness told investigators they saw the two having intercourse, and when they were asked to stop, they pulled up their pants and left. Why would you fuck in a bowling alley? Like, I'm all for, spontaneity if you want to whatever, but I'm like, you can't be doing that, okay? Can't be doing that in public around people. And I also first of all, also if you want to have sex, let's put a skirt on. At least you gotta pull your pants down. But you can't be doing that kind of stuff at the all. Okay. Bailey later admitted they both had their pants down and that he was exposed to himself, but claimed penetration never took place. Also, that's better. So you want to put your dick out in a bowling alley, but you didn't fuck her. Okay, they both was arrested and charged with indecent exposure. You don't have just go fuck out your backyard. Okay, if you want to have sex outside of the house and out somewhere publicly, please, by all means, go in your backyard. Okay, go in your backyard, but you should not be doing this inside a bowling alley, especially if there are people in there. Now, if you were in let's say the bowling alley was closed, and y'all was in a parking lot, okay, of a closed bowling alley fucking outside. That I would say, they were just doing some freaky shit outside. But when you are inside a public place, you should not be fucking. And rule number one, I want my line to be open. I can't open this thing. Rule number one, I'm so, my line, so, girl, I don't know. I probably gotta take, you know what I probably didn't do? I don't know what it is around this bottom. Anyway, the rule of thumb, you wear a skirt with no panties. For one. Also, you wear the dude is supposed to be in some loose fitting pants. So that way you don't have to put your pants down to your ankles. No, the point is no one should be able to tell what you're doing. And technically, the dude should be sitting down and you can be just hopping around. I don't know, but you can't be no kind of suspicious, okay? And people pants being down and you lean over in the bar, is it clear? And especially if he moving. Okay? Especially if he moving. That's not how you can't be out here just fucking up for other people, okay? But you should not do that when there are other people around. Because it could be kids around, it could be elderly people or whatever. We both had our pants down, but no penetration happened. Oh, did you just rub it against the... Because when someone says, well, there wasn't no penetration, that does not mean it wasn't some kind of simulation. Because you can absolutely have a stimulating time, even with no penetration. Because to me, in my opinion, penetration means the penis goes into the vagina. Okay? That's no penetration. Okay? However, if the penis goes in between some lips, that's just stimulation. Okay? It's like a technicality. So saying to someone, well, it wasn't no penetration, but that don't mean that somebody wasn't still stimulated. You should never pull your penis out and put it near someone's vagina in an open public place with other folks around. I don't even think people fucking movies anymore. How we used to back in the day. And you making a hand job. Someone might get a little bit of a hand job in a theater, but back in the day, if you went to an early movie and it sat all the way in the back, you can do things if you thought about it, okay? In this day and age, you can't do any of that. The most you might be able to do is a little, shake up the steak sauce. Okay, you might be able to shake up the steak sauce, and that's really it. But either way go, don't be fucking in public, y'all. It's not worth it. At our age, we can afford hotel rooms. We can afford, bitch, you pay rent. You own a house. Okay, there really is never a reason to be at a public place doing it in 2026. Okay, it ain't even fun because if someone catches you, you gotta stop and start over. Hope you don't get arrested, child. And if you get arrested on the weekend, you might not get out till Monday. You gotta call out work. We ain't got time for that at all. Okay. A man was arrested after allegedly sneaking into an empty JetBlue plane at Fort Lauderdale. Now, why was you trying to go somewhere? What happened now?
Is accused of sneaking onto a JetBlue plane at a South Florida airport, then falling asleep inside. 32-year-old Samuel Lackey is charged with burglary, criminal mischief, and interrupting critical infrastructure. He was arrested at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport on Sunday morning. Deputies say he climbed a fence and boarded an empty plane. During an inspection, he was found asleep.
Now, was he trying to fly somewhere?
Lackey is accused of delaying a flight and causing more than $2,400 in disruptions.
Like, why not? I feel like, one, what kind of fence does a airplane hangar have that someone can just climb the fucking fence? Okay? Because he climbed the fence, got on board of an airplane, an empty one at that, okay, and then said, Nick, I need a nap. Okay, how would you, girl, was he on, it had to be crack. It had to probably be crack cocaine, because now how and why would that happen? And then how do you get so comfortable on an empty plane that you go to sleep? And like was he just in the regular seat? Was he in the cockpit? Was he in the overhead luggage? Like where was he sleep at? Was he snoring? How long was it there? Anyway, and why it takes so long? And then one person would know they gotta, because if you find a stowaway or a person on the plane, you gotta look to make sure that they place a bomb. That's just weird. I would never think that anyone would climb a fence and get on a plane. Now, why would you do that today? Now I've seen this. Okay, this happened. I found this on my love page. You can't be a pilot and a drug dealer.
This pilot, just after his flight landed in Indonesia, he's about to get arrested for what authorities say is inside that silver suitcase he picked up at baggage claim. You can see customs officers pulling out 14 hidden packages. Inside, investigators say they found more than 70,000 ecstasy pills, about 26 kilograms of the drug MDMA.
Now, why do ecstasy? I'm very surprised that people still do crack, but when I hear about drugs that people still do, I'm like, y'all still do ecstasy?
Along with a small quantity of methamphetamine and a small bottle of urine they allege was intended to help falsify the results of a drug test.
Dan dari hasil pemeriksaan tes urin yang dibawa ternyata positif memakai.
So a drug test, he was positive for cocaine, ecstasy, and meth. It was high.
Sabu, Inex dan kokain. Jadi pada saat terbang itu sedang
up the front, he flew a whole plane on all the drugs. Okay? On all the drugs. And I'm like, I just never understand, like, why do people think, you know what, I'm going to work for the airline and also be a drug smuggler? Okay? I'm going to put the drugs in my suitcase. They're not going to check me. They are.
The pilot works for Malaysia Airlines, which said in a post on X, it takes allegations of this nature very seriously. And as the matter is currently under investigation, they had no further comment.
If you find someone's suitcase with the drugs in there and you test their urine or their blood or whatever, and they high, and anybody who's traveling with extra urine, that's guilty. He had extra urine. Who the fuck carries extra urine with them? Who carries urine with them at all? Not even extra urine. Is it in a baby oil bottle? Girl. Baby oil. Rest in peace to 24. Yes, okay. Cause you can't not say rest in peace, but there's a scammer we're supposed to do. Rest in peace, 24-year-old alleged scammer. Okay. Found dead in a pool, okay, after targeting ex-NFL players for the scheme of $1 million. Who killed him?
Morning, authorities are investigating the death of Muhammad Koulibaly, the alleged scammer accused of targeting multiple former NFL players with a fake e-commerce scheme. According to police, the 24-year-old's body was found Friday in the swimming pool of a Harrison Township, New Jersey home.
Whose house was it?
By officers making a welfare check after family members called in concerns about his well-being. The discovery coming just weeks after a Barron's investigation named Koulibaly as the organizer of a purported scam that sought to swindle professional athletes by selling them stakes in bogus web stores.
The athletes and other investors would buy into these e-commerce shops that seemed to be doing really good business based on the sales logs that they were able to review. But we were able to determine that those transactions were manually input by somebody with access to the back end of these stores. And the purpose of this was to make these athletes think that they had these successful investments in these shops.
3 former NFL players telling the outlet they collectively lost more than $1 million in investments made with Koulibaly.
Oh, so let me get it straight. So somebody was scamming the NFL people and other people as well. Ended up dead. In the pool. Somebody killed that man. Okay, somebody killed that man, and you can't be.
Weeks and then months went by, and Muhammad always had a different excuse for why he wasn't paying them, and finally they just realized they were potentially being scammed.
Former New York Giants linebacker Tay Crowder says he became a victim after connecting with Koulibaly through a friend.
I was just every day talking about different investments and different things we could possibly get into. I saw him hanging.
I also feel like this is why everybody don't need to be an investor. Okay, everybody want to make some quick money. I want to invest, unless you are knowledgeable with the investments and what's right, wrong, or different. Stop listening to your friends who don't know what they doing. Okay, sometimes just let your money accrue in your own account and go to a credible person for, you know what I'm saying, some little investment stuff.
Now with a bunch of different guys that I knew, which, you know, made me feel comfortable.
Crowder invested all of his savings, totaling $500,000.
Now, why would you do that? That's stupid. You should never invest all of your own money. That's dumb. If you have $500,000, invest $100,000. At least that way, if nothing else happens, you're not broke.
In one of Koulibaly's web stores,
I would log into the store all the time and just see, like, you know, how it would work and what was going on. I feel like the more I told him about that, like, as many times I kept logging in, the numbers started going up.
But his promised payout never came.
I don't want anybody else to get involved in anything like this, and whoever has got involved, I just want to come together and make it right.
And earlier this year, Koulibaly had denied to Barron's that he was behind any kind of scam, saying that their reporting was, quote, based on a misunderstanding of the technology and that his investors hadn't received returns from their deals because he himself hadn't received expected funds from a planned acquisition of his venture.
Child, look, it ain't worth losing your life or your money. Trying, and y'all know the rules of, if it looks too good, if it sounds too good, it's probably too good. Okay, it's probably either illegal or some bullshit. So no one should be. There's no stock. There's nothing you can invest in that is always going up for no reason. Okay, unless you are out here making your own business, selling your own products, that's different. But if you are investing in something and you don't know what it means, but it looks like, oh, child, it went up and up. Well, how did it go that way? Ask the questions. And now he dead and y'all broke. I mean, maybe rest in peace, but I mean, child, somebody killed that man. Killed him dead. Jordan wants to sue Kaiser Permanente after allegedly being misdiagnosed with cancer and having a hysterectomy.
Sandra Barksdale said she was staring her own mortality in the face when doctors at Kaiser Permanente's Southwood location diagnosed her with an advanced case of endometrial uterine cancer last March.
I started researching it because when I researched it, it said that I have up to 5 years to live. I had to contact my kids to let them know that I have 5 years to live and I'm going to die because I have aggressive cancer. I started contacting other attorneys to try to get trust funds so that way I can leave my house in a trust for my kids.
Ms. Barksdale said those adult sons spiraled into a deep depression while she went in for a complete hysterectomy.
Now, what? Okay. Hold on. whenever you are diagnosed with something, before you go and do anything drastic to help remedy whatever it is, you need to say, hey, I want the test. I want 2 more tests. Okay, I need 3 tests. I need the best 2 out of 3 win. You should never go have surgery on anything based on one person saying one thing. Even if you are in the hospital and they say, hey, ma'am, your leg is broken. Okay, take 2 x-rays. Okay, give me an MRI, a CT scan. I want all. You can't. I don't understand how, because again, it was a mislabeling. So the fact that it was a mislabeling means, why did no one ever backtrack? So she should absolutely still sue. However, when you are diagnosed with a life-altering, killing disease like cancer of any other body parts, you should still always do a second opinion. Okay, run that test again, because when the second test comes back negative, you're gonna then need the third one. Okay, you can still sue them for pain and suffering and strife, for even making you feel like I have 5 years to live because they fucked up the first time. Okay, I had to get tested 3 times because y'all fucked up the first. But at least in this way, you're not having a permanently disfiguring surgery to take out your dang on ovaries, the whole uterus, for a mislabeling.
Removing her uterus, cervix, ovaries, fallopian tubes, and 4 lymph nodes. For 4 months, she lived in fear and dread, waiting to hear back. Finally, she got a corrected diagnosis in September.
Administrators from Kaiser Permanente met with her, and they told her that the sample from the biopsy that was initially labeled as hers was actually the tissue of another patient.
Well, is the other patient alive or they dead? Which one is it? Because you done mix my shit up with Jane Doe around there. So the Jane Doe thinks she's clean and clear and she isn't?
Ms. Barksdale never had high-grade endometrial uterine cancer. Her surgical treatment for cancer was unnecessary.
And we just heard from Kaiser Permanente moments ago. They have a very lengthy statement. It reads in part, our most important responsibility is to safely, expertly, and compassionately care for the people who entrust us with their health. If we make a mistake, it can have profound effects. Ms. Barksdale should not have experienced this. We have highly trained staff and very thorough processes in place to prevent errors like this from taking place. After this occurred last year, we took immediate steps to ensure it could not happen again.
Meaning somebody got fired, somebody fucked up with the mislabeling, somebody did not follow up to see and be sure that it was correct. And at the end of the day, yes, she should sue. Yes, she should get all her money. But also, this is a key piece of advice for anybody. When you have any kind of test, have it done twice. Okay? It is absolutely, positively a common occurrence for someone to tell you you have something that you might not have. And you are freaking out, oh my God, cancer or whatever it may be. Okay? And then you like, wait a minute, that ain't even true no more? And y'all look my whole insides out? Bitch, I want the money. So I'm happy she can sue because, it just shouldn't happen that way. It should not happen that way. So thank God that thank God she didn't die. Because it's even worse. Now, so that whole very demure stuff that happened, the creator called Jules, who was around here very, very demure and all these things, made a whole bunch of money, went very viral. Okay, was very, 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 very viral. I remember that they came out and they said that the popularity and the fame and all the money and endorsement deals or whatever came in quick. And he was on drugs, shot. Okay, getting high on his own supply. Damn near ruined his life. Okay, and again, this is another reason of everybody does not need fame and attention and extra money. Okay, because if you have some kind of an addiction, it can make things worse. Okay, so he's now saying, you know, I need some more monies.
My teeth are falling out of my head, and I need your help. Listen, I'm very uncomfortable making this video because this is a video I thought I'd never have to make. About maybe like 4 or 5 months ago, I had a deal with the dentist, and he was going to completely take out all my teeth and give me a brand new set of teeth because through addiction, my teeth are severely destroyed.
Is that heroin? Is it heroin and meth that like eats away at your teeth? I just wonder which one. Not that I kick, I ain't doing it. I need one.
And the deal ended up falling through. And for the past maybe 2 months, you guys know I've been on my own dental health journey. I've gotten, a few cavities filled. I had a root canal. And every time I go to the dentist, it's made clear to me, I'm fighting an uphill battle. Like, it's being made clear to me that no matter how much I do here, I'm gonna eventually have to take out all my teeth. And I've already spent $6,000 on this. My teeth are falling out of my head. So I don't know what else to do. I don't want to ask my community for help, but I feel like I have no other choice at this point. I would love to go get a regular job. Girl, don't get me wrong, but even then, I don't think that that's going to help my situation.
So your teeth falling out, and you ain't got no dental insurance. And you also want us to know that you don't think getting a regular job to make regular income is going to help your teeth. And I get that. Okay? And if your teeth are rotted from the rooter to the tutor, okay, just be gummy. Just be a little bit gummy. But you need to at least do like, what have you done to ensure that you can pay a little bit for your teeth today?
In a dismissive kind of way, like I'm streaming every day and it's becoming very successful. I've gained a good amount of followers over just a matter of weeks. But I know that it's gonna be a few months until that's stable. And I wanted to fix my teeth on my own, but I can't like go on like this. Like every day it hurts. It hurts to drink water. It hurts to drink water, girl. Like I have a hole on each side of the upper side of my teeth, and it hurts.
I mean, this gonna sound mean. I ain't gonna be mean, but I feel like at what point when you are a drug addict and you getting real high, at what point do you be like, you know what, let me stop doing drugs because my teeth hurts. Like, I can't drink water. I've done so much drugs. My teeth and my mouth, it's a hole in my mouth, and not just this one. I feel like once then I get addiction, it's hard to stop, to breaking all of that. But I'm like, girl,
all my teeth are moving and they hurt all the time.
They moving?
And I'm just tired of being in pain.
So would the first step be to go to the dentist and say, hey, remove all my teeth? Remove all my teeth, leave me with the gums. Let my gums heal. And then see what I can do next. Because
and I hate that I have to come to the internet and ask for help because everyone's struggling, but I don't know what else. So, I don't know what else to do. And I feel like such a loser for crying and being like, don't need to make fun of me. Like, girl, I got sober. I did everything I had to do. I'm trying to be a full-time influencer still. And clearly, I don't think it's working out in the best manner, but Everyone always says, reach out when you need help. I need help. I really need help. And not for something facetious or something that, isn't impacting my health directly. Like, I wanted to come out here and be like, guys, help me get boobs, and guys, help me get my face, but like, I can live like this. I need to eat. Like, well, I'm the worst. I'm sorry. But like, like, it hurts. It hurts to drink things. It hurts to eat. It hurts. I'm brushing 3 times a day. There's still fucking blood coming out of my mouth. You,
man, sir, because I don't know which one should go back. I feel like I'm not saying if anyone needs help, they should not ask. Because I still want my 40K. Okay, I'm still waiting for 40K cash to drop in my bank account. Okay, like, bloop. Anyway, but I feel like when you went very viral, got very popular, made a lot of money, and then you made a decision to go and do drugs with said money, which then prevented you from being popular and, working on social media, whatever. And now you want to get back into social media. And now your teeth don't work. Your teeth don't work. Your gums don't work. Your jaw don't work. It's holes in your mouth and all these things. I do feel like, yes, you should ask for help because you should. I just don't know if I would ever donate to someone who said, well, yeah, I was out here, got the pop, got the fame or whatever, and I fucked it up. And not only did I fuck up the money that I made because of my addiction, now I don't have a real job. I'm a social media influencer making money on the TikToks. And I don't have dental insurance. And even with dental insurance, like even if you work and have dental insurance, it's not free. There's still a portion that you have to pay, but I do feel like if you had a job, it would be a helping hand. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like your teeth was probably messed up before you did the drugs. They just got more messed up as you did more drugs. And so it's a thing to where if people help you now, how do we know that if folks send you money, you ain't gonna get high with it? Oh, I remember when he came back around and said that he had took a little break because he had went on a drug bender or whatever. And he was saying he was getting buku bucks, okay? Thousands upon thousands of dollars for things. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what aggravates me is when other people, okay? When other people go viral and get all of these just chances to do and work and get and make and blah, blah, blah. And then for whatever reason, maybe they squander it, be it drugs, be it a mental health, whatever. And then they want to say, well, I need y'all help. Okay. Because I spent all the money. Okay. And my mouth is falling out. My whole mouth is falling out. And my thing is, why ask? And I'm thinking maybe he don't mean send me money. Maybe he's saying, hey, if you're a dentist, if you could help me, and whatever, do that. That's cool. But I'm my girl crying. You spent the money. Because I'm like, how much drugs do you have to do in order to have holes in your mouth? Better call Kathy Hilton and Dorit. Okay, the tooth without homeless. Is it okay? And a little DoorDash. Okay, right. It had to be some red flags. Because I feel like, and again, because he seems so logical, and because he came out, I made all this money, and got real high, and was doing all the drugs and fucked it all over. But that's again why everyone can't handle big globs of money coming. If I was to get my 80K, get from 40 to 80. If I was to get 80K, I promise y'all would not have no idea. I'm not gonna go out here and do a whole bunch of this and that and that and this because it's not worth it. I'm going to buy me a little new car. That's it. Okay? And I'm probably going to buy me what? A couple pair of shoes. That's it. And the rest is one of my savings. Because I don't, but luckily for me, I don't have any kind of addiction issues. But we have folks who have addiction issues. They're going to spend their money on what? The drugs. Hanging out. Getting this and getting that. Okay? But again, I'm not, girl, I'm not going to donate to you. Okay? At all. Okay? And even if he said he spends, wait, the Jews go by he or she, because I don't know. Because I don't know that lady or that man. I don't know. Okay? But they say they spend about $6 grand already. If you've already spent $6 grand, just have all your teeth removed. Start from scratch. Okay? Say, hey, Dennis, give me a Brazilian wax in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, there are ways you can go about asking for help, but I'm like crying about it when you squandered what you were given is really your fault. I'm gonna leave that be. I think I'm gonna child him send me this. I said, what the fuck? Now, you know, ooh, child, no sound. Hold on. With the sound, hold on. I said, now what is happening here? Now, RSVP, you know, Ray J, what is happening? What is going on? So, Ray J and them was here this weekend. You know, it was Ray J, Bobby Valentino, Sammy, Pleasure P. Okay? Was around here performing and stuff. This is here in Detroit. Now, I'm so embarrassed. Okay? Bitch. They down there, first of all, I hate how most of them are dressed, okay? In my opinion. I'm like, I could never be a fan of somebody, and when I come into contact with them, I become a groupie. Now, where her shoes at? What is happening? What is going on? Okay, there go Pleasure P with his hand on somebody's waist. Okay, weird. Okay, who told the people? Oh, girl, oh Lord, she fell. Oh Jesus, God, Lord Jesus. Okay, I don't understand what is going on here. Okay, she abuses Sammy on the floor. He gonna get hurt. His hurt pelvic bone in the morning. This is unacceptable. Okay, this is. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I don't understand why anybody would be like, you know what? Yeah. I'm a bend over, and I don't get that notion. I just don't. I don't know you, sir. There's no male celebrity that I want to grind on stage at all. Now, when Chris Brown and Usher bring the one person on stage and they do the thing, I get that. But I'm like, I could not imagine being one of 75 women on stage trying to chop social and dance and grind on and hump on somebody randomly. And then she just fainted. I said, Lord Jesus, somebody get her up. Okay? Please get her up. I feel like I thought I saw another video of it. Not of it, but of the shenanigans happening down this one right here. Hold on. Ooh, child, don't sound. Can't do the sound, child. This is the other angle. Okay? That I still think is insane. Mute it. Because they're doing grind on me. Now what now I said, now why is this going on? How now why This lady in black is about to hump Pleasure P from behind. Now, why would she do that? Now, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. Now, Pleasure P does seem to be having a good time with this one girl with the rose in her hand and a cute little dress. Okay, it feels like he asked her to come up on stage, and everybody else said, "I'm gonna come up there too." But the girl, there's never a reason to hump a nigga from the back. Okay, how drunk are you that you hump Pleasure P? Now, why would you do that? Now, you then have Mom in the Orange, okay, and her little platform kitten heels. Okay, you then have a girl on the floor, pussy popping on the handstand. Okay, why are you pussy popping on the handstand? Y'all, this is crazy. Back in my younger day, when I was a teenager, we would pussy pop on the handstand. Okay, it was 30 years ago. Why is she pussy popping on the handstand? What is going on here? I'm confused on what's, and then why is the lady in black still backward humping Pleasure P? I would feel assaulted. Who auntie is that? That's somebody's auntie. Okay, that's somebody's auntie. And I don't know who opened up the stables and said everybody run up. She over there humping the air. Okay, right again, a mess. Why you barefoot? That floor was dirty. Your feet gonna be dirty, girl. What is you doing? I'm confused on what's happening, why it's happening, how did we get here, and where is security? Because how do you stop this? Anyway, him sent me that, and I had to show you. I was like, what is going on? Okay, look, y'all take a little minute. Okay, like the video, and we'll get into the celebrity stuff in 1 second. And we are back. Okay. What I want to get into first. Just ain't no sound. I did that one already. I'm trying to get to the celebrity stuff. Okay. I like my thumbnail. Do y'all like my thumbnail? I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, I have it now. I had to refresh some things. The firework. The stable was open. The stable was open. Okay. It just yeah, in trouble. The bottom row, you know what I feel like? You know what? Yeah, a little bit. No. Yes and no. Yes and no. Okay. But the funny thing, when I was making the thumbnail, I'm like, well, let me see what I can find Amanda Seales in. Okay. And I'm like, okay, I can get some pale pinks and whatever. And then I said, well, I don't want everybody in pink. What can I put the men's in? I said, if I can find Chris Brown and Neo in yellow, boom. And then I found Tony Braxton and Whitney Houston. But let's get it. Martha Reeves is around here being causing a ruckus. Okay, causing a ruckus around here. Now, I don't sing. I'm a singer. I can hold a tune. Okay. I could do that. Okay. But I don't know if she can hear herself anymore. Okay. Now we have seen her doing the Super Bowl. We have seen her singing.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we...
So I'm like, I hear that, and I hear no one is on beats. Okay, my ear, no one is on the key. Okay, none of. Now she, I guess, is on a resurgence to defend herself. Okay, because I sang good.
You want to do a redo of the national anthem right now? Not them. I can do it right now. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed?
Does she not know she off key?
As the twilight lays gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the
Is it opera?
perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof.
She sang the whole song, bitch.
Through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, I'm going to...
Fox 2, y'all ain't shit. Cause this is here in Detroit. Fox 2 Detroit is here. Y'all ain't.
The land of the free and the home of the brave.
This is the thing. When Fergie fucked up that song, we said, girl, no. Okay. I think Roseanne Barr has fucked up that song. It's a no. Okay. I feel like you can't sometimes put a spin on stuff. Because even if she wanted to put a little, as someone said, was a little opera twist. Okay. Little opera twist on it. You don't sound good. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna let y'all know. Okay? Because my best friend can sing. Okay? And I need y'all to know that around here in Detroit, we don't be sounding crazy. Because Karla sang it at the Pistons, well, she's always singing it around the city at sports events and all that things, okay? But I'm just letting y'all know. You supposed to sound good when you sing it. Not bad. Okay? At all. And Martha on some bullshit. And I don't like it. Not today, not ever. And Martha, okay, and Martha.
I can do it right now. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's?
It's a no. It's a no. Okay, it's a no. And if you don't sound good, just leave it be. I'm not gonna sing it. I ain't gonna sing it, not at all. Okay, I just need Martha Reeves to go sit down and maybe realize the opera version is cool, but you have to be on key. And if you ain't on key, then the background folks ain't on key, and then everybody sounds horrible. What you want us to do about it? Okay, but to go around on Fox 2 and sing it again and then make it sound like, well, I can do it all the time. I sound good. No, you don't. Not no. Mm-mm. No. No, 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 no. And this is not a diss to Miss Martha, because that's somebody's grandmama. Okay? That's my grandmama. But someone should say, grandmama, you didn't sound right. Okay? You were supposed to be in the sinus of C. You were down there in E and F and G. Yeah, we couldn't hear you right. Okay? It wasn't together. So again, I don't know who said come on Fox 2 News and sang it again. And Karla has done it in different versions. Well, her group do it, they do a different version too. So I get folks wanting to do a different version of it. But Martha, it's a no for me. Okay? Congrats to Robin Givens. I feel like, do y'all look at Robin Givens as a legendary actress? I feel like Robin Givens, who I first saw her, I want to say was ahead of the class back in the 80s. Let me see. Robin Givens. I feel like the first movie or show I remember her on was Head of the Class. What was that? I'm trying to see when that was, okay? That I can remember. When was Head of the Class? And I'm all the little thing. It didn't even listed out here. How is that even? Child, Head of the Class. Oh, that from 1986, I was 4. From 1986 to 1991. I remember her on there. But I feel like she is such a great actress. I am happy to know that she will be on the new season of Cross. Do y'all watch Cross on Prime? Okay, Aldous Hodge plays, Detective Aldous Cross. She will be on season 3. I can't wait to see it. Okay, I want to know. There's some of our great Black actresses that I love seeing them still acting currently. Okay, but I'm like, girl, well, she was that? Why I thought that was Holly Robinson the Peak? But she is a Boomerang, Head of the Class, a Rage in Harlem, They're Under That Praise, Ambitions, Blank Man, Tyson, Child Tyson, Head of the State, Woman of Bruce Place, God's Not Dead too. What's that? I don't know. Again, Brewster plays God Bless the Broken Road, Beverly Hills Madame. Oh, she been in some things, Child Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But I love me some Robin Givens. But yeah, if y'all are not watching Cross that is on Prime, it is a really good Cross on Prime is great. Reacher on Prime is great. Lioness on Paramount is great. The new season Lioness is amazing. The new show Furious on Hulu is really, really good. Okay, but again, back to Cross season 3. I'm happy she round here. Okay, so congrats to Miss Holly, Miss Robin. I'm thinking about Holly Robinson. I'm thinking about Holly Robinson Pete. Congrats to Robin Givens. Okay, we love it. We love it. Whitney Houston. Now look, Whitney. How long Whitney been dead? Hey Siri. When did Whitney Houston die? Whitney died in 2012. It's 14 years ago. Thank you. She died 14 years ago. And I promise y'all, in my thought process, in my brain, in my spirit, I've always said, because Whitney only had one child, just the one, just the Bobby Christina. And Bobby Chris is gone. Okay? Her and Bobby Brown were married. She never really had any long-lasting relationship after Bobby, and she had some hookup shop, whatever. Her mom is gone. I never once Whitney died and Pat Houston was like put in the forefront of Whitney's estate, I was always pissed it wasn't her mama. I was always pissed no one tried to, not true, they tried to help out Chris, but I was always upset that damn Pat Houston ass was in charge of Whitney's estate. I said back when Whitney first died, Pat Houston's gonna suck Whitney's legacy dry. You hear me? Suck it dry, because there's no one in Whitney's family really. Because Sissy, is Sissy dead? Is Sissy Houston dead, child? Yes, I is Sissy Houston? Is this S? Is she? Child, she dead. She gone. Lord, she been gone 2 years. She died October 7th, 2024. May she rest in peace. I did not know she was dead. I forgot she was dead. But with Whitney being gone, Bobby Chris being gone, Mama Sissy is gone. Okay. Bobby Brown has a whole new life, and all that stuff. So you know what I'm saying? He can't do it. It aggravates me that Sissy punk ass I want all the money Houston is in charge of her state. So right now, let's say the Whitney Houston Legacy Foundation is putting a piece of the singer's history up for bid on August 11th. Okay, that's Tuesday. The foundation is teaming with Julian's Auctions to sell collections. To sell a collection of items pulled straight from Houston's personal archives. Why is anyone selling anything of Whitney's? Okay, why? Because every dollar raised will go back to the foundation. But I feel like Whitney Houston's legacy, Whitney Houston's foundation, Whitney Houston whatever. This may sound mean, but there's no one left in Whitney's family who's benefiting from any money being made. Sissy gone, Whitney gone, Bobby Chris gone. Who's technically, everybody in Whitney's direct family lineage is dead. I think she had 2 brothers or 1 brother. Are they benefiting from it? I feel like it's just so weird. It feels weird, okay? It says highlights include the mini dress she wore at the 88 AMAs, a rare 11 outfit from 99 H1 District concert, tour worn pieces from Burberry and Dolce & Gabbana, MCM luggage set, a Bob Mackie jacket, a Richard Avion, a portrait that hung in her office, and her 9-time platinum award for I Want This with Somebody. I just feel like, what's the point of auctioning off or selling anything? If I'm dead and my mama dead and my daughter dead, and that was my family, I didn't really fuck with the rest of y'all. If they gone, what I'm supposed to do? Who's benefiting from Whitney's estate being lucrative? If does Whitney has a foundation that has a scholarship program that every year she pays for 10 children to go to college for a full ride. If they say the money is being sent to different foundations to help kids here, help music there, help, build a bridge and whatever. But if it's just that we don't know where the money's going, what's the point when her whole lineage is gone? Okay? It makes no sense to me to auction off any of her items, because for what? That's why I can't stand Pat. I can't. I just feel like Whitney been gone 14 years. Let her rest. Okay, let her rest. The only person that should benefit from someone's lineage is that actual family. Like Elvis Presley, who had wives, kids, grandkids. So that's going where it's going. Michael Jackson had his kids. He had like there's a full-fledged Jackson family that can benefit from Michael's stuff, because that's the family or whatever. But I'm like, what's the point of it? And I need folks to understand, fuck Patty Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is her 9 times platinum award being auctioned off? For what? And a piece of me feel like, don't sell it off. Make a Whitney Houston museum. Elvis had Graceland, Dolly Parton had Dollywood, Michael had Neverland, Prince. Who was Prince? What was Prince place called? I don't know. Make a Whitney Houston land. Make a museum that houses all of Whitney's stuff. That has, live videos of her playing all the time, and have that be to help the arts. But I'm like, man, fuck Pat Houston. I fuck Pat Houston. That's it. Toni Braxton. I done cuss Pat Houston. I don't think she ain't shit. And let's move on. First of all, Toni was great here. Okay. Toni is addressing a $600K IRS tax debt and whatnot. I feel like Toni Braxton has had many. Oh, Peggy Park. I know it's called something. Because my parents, the reason I love Prince so much when I was younger, even now, my parents would always play Prince. And I swear to God, even to this day, whenever any Prince song comes on, I can just see my parents dancing and laughing and smiling. It's the best thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? When I get sad of my dad being gone, I can just play a Prince song and I can just imagine the child amazing. Still love Prince to this day. But Toni Braxton to me has always had money issues. Not because she's broke or whatever. I don't think Toni ever knew how to manage money. Because Toni filed a couple of bankruptcies back in the day. I just feel like the reason we've seen Toni Braxton have money issues because I just don't think she knows how to manage money. Okay? But she's going to air after a report surfaced about a substantial federal tax lien per TMZ. The Grammy winner figure was issued a federal tax lien on June 22nd, alleging she owed approximately $600K in unpaid federal taxes. Okay, she owed money from 2022, 23, and 24. Now, also let me point out something too. People don't understand that most celebrity, singers, actors, and all those things, they're basically like self-employed. So sometimes the income they're making ain't no taxes coming out, or the amount of taxes coming out ain't enough. And because they are not aware of this, because not everyone is aware of how taxes work. YouTubers, our YouTube income is not taxed. So when we get paid, monthly from YouTube, at the end of the year, when it comes to tax time, we have to pay taxes on the money we made. You know what I'm saying? So celebrities have that same issue. So I think sometimes for some celebrities, the reason it becomes something for them to get backed up on, because you've made $5 million in a year as a singer, okay, and if all of that income was from a self-employed 1099 part of whatever, you then owe money back to the IRS. You may not have that, 70K and let's say 70K for 2022, almost with 278,000 for 23, and then 250,000 for 24. You may not have that sitting by on hand. You may not have, and that's even if I'ma owe this much and blah 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 blah. Or you may think I'ma use one big check and pay it off, and then you want things happen. So I feel like that's what happens. Okay, Braxton's rep has told the outlet that the debt has been paid in full. Okay, meaning they told me I owe them $600K and I paid it. Okay, it says the report comes after a decade of Braxton's well-documented financial struggles. It says in '98, says she filed for bankruptcy back in '98. But that was even because of the label. Okay, she then filed a second bankruptcy in 2015. Okay, now she filed a third one. Oh wait, no, it says she filed in '98, filed to her record label, and again in 2010, and then there was second child. Look, at the end of the day, it's easy for people who make a lot of money to owe a lot and tax that, and it's usually because their income is either not taxed or not taxed at all, or they've made some money that's owe more in taxes. But Tony, I just girl, get it together, child. Okay, hey, that husband of yours, Birdman, I think they still married, if I'm not mistaken. So have him fix it, But Tony, again, she makes money. She still be touring around here, singing. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't enough for me, all that thing. So I'm just hoping she can make better, financial, and hopefully she has a great, financial team in place, so that way she does not have to have any more money issues. And again, I don't even knock. I don't knock anyone, because when they said that man in the office, that white man is in the office, COVID 5, when they say he has filed bankruptcy, like a lot of times, or whatever, I'm like, we should not be so hard on Black celebrities who file bankruptcy, only because filing bankruptcy, depending on which one you file, does not mean you're broke. Some folk is really, really bad with money, and they are living above their means, and then that's why they file bankruptcy. I think with Toni Braxton's situation, I think Toni just was bad with money and how much she owed and all that shit. But I'm like, her filing twice, back in '98 and again in 2015. I don't think that's a bad thing. That's like a 15. That was like a 17-year gap between the two, and she filed again. That was 11 years ago. The whole thing's good, but girl, get that husband to pay your debts. Okay, Wendy Williams. Okay, they said they're reportedly documentaries and works at Peacock and at Netflix in separate projects. It says her life story may soon be heading back to small screen. Per report from the U.S. Sun, both Peacock and Netflix are reportedly developing separate documentary-style projects centered around the former daytime talk show host. Sources told the outlet that the two platforms are each working on their own production and hoping both will be first. Look, we can watch both. This Peacock project is being spearheaded by Susan Bass. Oh, Suzanne? White Suzanne, who was on the show? Her longtime EP on the show. Wow. The insider alleged that Bass planned to involve Wendy back when but claimed her television personality is now too ill. She too old. She can't participate. Others are saying that Wendy is not. Wendy, oh, she did. Child. Either way it go, I don't care. I feel like there is that Lifetime one was more about Wendy's current status, and it was kind of crazy. I feel like there should be a documentary that tells what happened from the time she got her show to it ending and all of that piece of it. I feel like currently, I don't think we need to know what's going on in her life right now at all. Like, leave her somewhere to get better. But I would like to see a full-fledged deep dive into what happened on that set, Kevin, his antics, the beef between all of that shit. The fallout when she got sick and left, and how the show was having all the guest co-hosts, and then it went to Sherry Shepherd or whatever. I do think that could be a good, and I want a good like 8-part documentary. Okay, talk to production, talk to the camera crew, like give a full-fledged thing. I don't think we even really need to hear from Wendy, because I don't think that she mentally is in a place to come to us with any information about what happened before. I don't know if she can. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't think we need anything from her how she is currently. I think Wendy's out here living life as best she can and whatever. So I don't want that. I want the story of what happened on the show. What happened to the Wendy Williams show. The rise and fall of the Wendy Williams show. Not Wendy herself, the show. Because we can't ignore the fact that that was a huge show for a long time, and then it just went away. Because she got sick. But still, bitch, what happened? Okay? But we shall see if Peacock puts out one first or Netflix. I don't know. Martha Stewart out here lying. Okay? Martha, 85-year-old white woman Stewart, is out here telling folks, hey, y'all, guess what? I haven't had any plastic surgery. Okay? I haven't had a facelift at all. I don't want no BBL. Now, she don't need... Now, first of all, Martha's fucking old for a BBL or boob job. Okay? Who the fuck is that? Okay? Martha's in the record straight again. 85 is just a number she told people. She says she's not afraid of aging and actively tries to avoid any age celebrations. She said, people are giving me parties. It's not a big deal. I have good genes. Giving her mother, who looks good at 95. She says her daily routine includes healthy eating, minimal drinking, no smoking, and consistent exercise. She does do cosmetic enhancements for doctor things like fillers. I go to Dr. Dan Belkin for touch-ups every 4 months. I use a little bit of fillers, but I have not had any plastic surgery at all.
She is a goddamn liar. She is a motherfucking liar, is what she is.
Your skin look too tightly pulled for me to believe you haven't had anything except fillers. You've had something. And I think some folks feel like, well, if I didn't go under the knife, it's not really surgery. You might have great genes. However, your face looks too tightly pulled for you not to have had something done. But I don't care at all. You know what I'm saying? Martha damn in 90. And she wants to come around here and say, I am natural, and I don't care, cool. Okay? Leave her alone. But I'm like, girl, if you say so, bitch. Neo. I did not know that Neo had a lawsuit pending, okay? But Neo says in a lawsuit after a delivery driver alleged she was attacked by one of his dogs while dropping off a package at his home. Y'all gonna learn to stop having attack dogs. Okay, y'all gonna learn to stop having these vicious dogs that might attack some damn body. Okay, per TMZ, Dominique Bridget claims she was lawfully delivering a package to his house on July 12th. When a dog on the property allegedly attacked her, she said the incident left her with severe bodily injury, pain, shock, and distress. She's already incurred $9,000 in medical expenses per familiar assault. She claimed Neil She claimed Neil was legally responsible for her injuries and is seeking reimbursement. Look, once your dog bites somebody, bitch, pay me. I feel like there is no other notion. If I come to your house to do my job, to be your maid, to be a delivery person, to whatever it is, whatever I'm doing, if I am at your place of residence in a lawfully regular way, and you have a pet, a dog, a cat, a lizard, a bird, a turtle, a frog, a gerbil, and whatever animal you have attacks me, and I am left with any kind of scar, any kind of bites, and I have the trauma of the animal coming to attack me, I'm gonna get some monies. Okay? And if I've already had to spend $9,000 in medical bills, I need some more money. Okay. Neil had not publicly responded to the allegations. But TMZ reached out, but he had not responded. I need everybody to stop having. This is the reason why I'm not a pet person, because I'm like, a pet is an animal. Okay, a pet is an animal, and sometimes you can have the best dog, but your dog could attack me. So I feel like it is always a person's responsibility to make sure your dog is leashed up, chained up, behind the gate, behind the fence, or whatever. If you know it's a possibility they could attack somebody, okay? Because if they do, pay up. And I get it. You are a celebrity, and you want to have you want to be protected, but you have to also realize you also get DoorDash and Amazon packages. So your dog should not be up here attacking the goddamn DoorDasher or the Amazon delivery person or whatever, or whoever, delivering whatever. Like, that is a part of your job as the pet owner to know, bitch, your dog is an animal. And animals can't be controlled. Okay? Anything that cannot communicate with me and say, hey, I'm upset now, I might bite somebody. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want no dog, no cat. We've seen dogs and cats because those are the main pets we have. We want dogs and cats and birds. If you can't have your dog, cat, bird, turtle, gerbil say to you, hey, I don't like that person walk up the driveway, I think I'm gonna bite them. And you can then say, don't bite that person. Okay, if you can't communicate to me, I don't want you around here. Okay, I don't be around here, and I know you can have the nicest dog, and on that one day, because it's an animal, it ain't human, it's an animal, it animals out and bites somebody, and you're liable. Okay, so I'm just saying, people, put your dog up. Now Chris Brown, Chris Brown was around here. He was, found liable with his dog who attacked his maid and whatnot. He owed 13 mil. Well, Chris is in, hey, hold up, bitch. Not so fast, okay? He's pushing back against the housekeeper's efforts to get her money. Now, this is my thing. If I sue you because your dog mauled me back in 2020, and it is 2026, and I was awarded the 13 mil, I want my money up front. I want my money now. I've already waited 6 years Okay, so Chris is trying to push back against her trying to get her money right now. Okay, to collect her 13 mil. Per court documents obtained by Team Z, Chris is objecting to Maria Avila attempt to have his current and future income, including money from a tour with Usher, royalties redirected to her until the payment that the judge was paid in full. Well, sir, what do you want to happen? If you owe me the 13 mil, this is my thing. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I don't think all of his money should go to that lady in one fell swoop. I feel like if he don't have 13 mil on hand, and maybe she gotta get paid in installments. Okay, in installments. Because I don't believe anybody's full-fledged income should go to one person all in all. I do think there should be either payment plans put into place so that she gets her money. But I can say I don't think that anyone should get, hey, all your current money and all your future money come to me first. Because my thing is how the person has to live a little bit. So I do think there should be a payment plan option to, hey, okay, I owe you 13 mil. You will get $100,000 a year, or you'll get, 20 grand a month until the money paid off, whatever the amount may be. But I don't think anybody should be like, and this is only if Chris is not trying to prevent her from getting paid. If his point is, I'll pay you, but I can't pay you. I don't have 13 million sitting on ready in cash. I don't have that. However, give me a little 6 months to get a payment plan together to get you paid. I think that's fair. If you won one lawsuit, in April, okay, it's now August. Give me, if you won in April, give me till October to put a payment. Let me count my ducats. Maybe I only have 37 mil in my account. Okay, I gotta figure out how to pay 13 mil. That to me is a fair thing. To say, give me a good 6 months to pay or to get a payment plan together. But I don't think anybody, even if I am the victim and I'm suing someone, I would not want all of their income coming just to me. I would say, what's the payment plan? What is it? And only if they like, I ain't paying that shit. Okay, now if you plan with me, then yes, garnishments. Okay, give it all to me. I'll give it all. Give it all. Okay. It says Chris argued that at her attempt to seize all of his present and future earnings is overly broad and goes beyond what she is legally entitled to collect. And I agree. Again, he owed her one amount. He then owed, I think, her husband one amount, and then a sister one amount. So the total was the 1.6 mil. But again, I feel like payment plan. Okay, but Chris pay her that money because that dog fucked her up. Like that's the dog should be put to sleep. I'm just saying. Because the girl, why not? So Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole is dating this man as a Skrilla. And I'm like, is he smoking a black amount? I'm like, what kind of thug is it? Keisha, you too old. It's gonna sound mean. I don't care. Keisha Cole, you too old to do that man and never let him out. Okay, and why you pushing her? Is he high? I like I don't need to. I like different things, but I would never want to be with a dude who look like he too high to drive me home right now. And I'm like, Keisha Cole, you are at an age to where, girl, oh, is it KY? He's 44. Okay, he's 44. I just want Keisha Cole to move out the mindset of young hood Kishiko. And be like, babe, you can't be on live and looking high. I'm too old for that. And cause you too old for that too. Get high, cool. Don't be high on camera. And don't pull me in and push me away. Don't do that. Okay? And don't be on camera with no fucking black out. Get your real cigar. Okay? But again, that's on her. And I mean, I don't know. I can't do it. I don't know. Y'all, Jacquees was around here on the show with what's some people names? Streets Warren take over with John Docker now. And y'all know on Chris Brown and Others tour, Mario, Tank, and Eric Bellinger are on the tour too, and they be kind of having their own little solo part, and they also sing a little bit of background for people. And Jacquees, who I still feel like he can't sing. I don't know how he's famous.
All right, well, let's get to business because I want to understand why you ain't a part of the R&B tour. How come you ain't on it? I seen some story about Chris Brown wanted to sign you.
Oh yeah, when I was young.
Yeah, when you were young. Yeah. And you are very talented, and I love the way that you put the moniker on yourself, the King of R&B, because it was another level of recognition as far as I'm concerned. Do you feel like
the King of R&B? You are okay
in this industry that you are overlooked in some aspect?
Well, shout out to Usher and Chris Brown. I talked to CB before they started the tour. He called me, told me he getting in shape. You know what I'm saying? He called me and said, well, I'm getting in shape. I'm going shirt off on this tour. So, do I feel like I'm overlooked at times? Of course. You know what I'm saying? Did I want to be on the R&B tour? Of course, that would have been dope. But, you know, I don't think I would have been singing background like Mario. You know what I'm saying? And Tank and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Now, why did you say that?
Now, I would have wanted to hold my own, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to them, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. All right, well, let's get to business because I want
stop, cut it out. Because people gonna try to spin that like it was a diss.
It sounded like he said what he
I'm
did.
just saying, I just wouldn't be doing it because she was like, "Why you not on the R&B tour?" And I'm like, "The guys that's on there are singing background." Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be doing it.
That's why I said, because see,
you can't even sing back. Your voice ain't background material.
Saying you, but the world was like, "Whoa, evil."
I mean, we just being real.
I know,
you know what I'm saying?
We're being real. He don't want to sing background.
CB is my big brother. Like, he loves me in real life. That's my real brother. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be doing that.
So are they like harmonizing? And
I don't know. I just seen them up there singing background.
They do what they do,
like,
but we also know they also have their own little section of the tour too. Now I don't know. Jacquees is somebody who has only like remade other people's songs, and like his voice to me ain't good. Like when folks say they don't like Candy's voice, I love Candy's voice because it has texture to it. Jacquees sounds like a goat. And he just made goat remixes to other folks' stuff. So I think to even say, well, I don't want to do background. You can't do background songs, sir. You can't. And if doing background for Chris Brown and or Usher while also have your own little 5-10 minute set on tour getting paid, why not do that?
I was just like, I ain't singing background. I want my own shot.
They did not leave Jacquees on Bad and Bougie.
Nah, you can't.
You know, there comes a point in time where everybody understands.
That motherfucker ain't shit. You don't care about me, you, nothing.
Your voice ain't shit. And that's not a dig to that man. All I'm saying is, you can't say that I would not be on the tour because I don't want to sing background. I don't know. Do people go to Jacquees concerts? And because some people might be too young to know. Mostly every song he has done is just a remake of a song that was already done, and he sings it in a goat-like manner. Do y'all know that? He is remaking other folks' things, and I commend Tank, Mario, and Eric Bellinger for having the notion to like, yeah, sure, I'll sing background on tour on a couple of days, sure. But I also have my own little spot. And it's a check. And plus we cool. We cool. So I don't like Jacquees. He irks my nerves a lot. Mario did kind of respond because he only really said Mario's name. He did not, you know what I'm saying?
All right, well, let's
Wait, and Mario, all Mario did was he reposted Chris Brown photo, you know, and it said focus on the greatness, only iron sharpens iron. President graduate with my bro Chris Brown got us. Meaning, bitch, I'm on tour with Chris Brown and I'm still getting seen by everybody. Okay. Because I mean Mario ain't had a hit in a long time. I digress. What's left, y'all? This are we 2 hours in? We 2 hours in. Wait, let me get to my thumbnail because I gotta be sure. I did Neo. I did Tony. Okay, let's get to the girls. Let's get to the. I might come on live tomorrow because there's some other little yin yangs I might do tomorrow for a little hour. Okay. You know, I want to touch on this man and his shenanigans. You know that Stefan was signed to the team over there in Washington, in the DC, and you know, but he still had the court case with that man who said that stuff was happening. The Christopher Griffin guy. Okay, and Stefan said, "Hey, judge, throw the case out. Okay, throw out the defamation part because you know what I'm saying, he lying on me, judge. He lying on me, judge. He lying on me. Okay, we ain't together. Nothing. Lie, lie, lie. Okay. Now after he made a little post and lie, the dude went on his page. Y'all, the dude went and posted. This is the Christopher. This is the guy who's suing Stefan. He went and at first, when I pulled it up on the IGs, he had Death Child song T-shirt playing. Sleep through your T-shirt. I said, what are you doing? He said, tell lies about me and I'll tell truths about you within my destiny since a child. And I think if you go to it on that thing, okay, he playing that song. Now, I have never seen somebody involved in a court case who is consistently talking about the shit on social media. And I think the crazy part is Stefan has never denied knowing the dude and saying it was cool and friends or whatever. So I feel like once you start posting pictures of y'all hanging out together, trying to insinuate anything extra was happening is crazy to me. Okay? Because what are you doing? What is going on? What is happening? Okay, why? You know, why? So then we see Stefan is in this shirt, okay, and whatever. He then posts a video of him in the same shirt. But I'm like, what does that mean? Who borrowed whose shirt? You know, even then have a little clip of Stefan hugging somebody. You know, why are you trying to sue me and insinuate I'm gay and say I don't get it? Because if I'm in your shirt or if you're in my shirt or whatever, if you're looking at me all lovingly, what is that? And also, I don't like it when there's a lot of men who don't want to smile or be friendly because they're like, I don't want to seem fruity or gay or whatever. You know, so to even try to, you know, make these posts as in, oh, you know, child, he wanna be in my t-shirt. He wanna be in my skin. He wanna be up under me. Okay. Again, Stefan has never denied knowing you and being around you. So I'm confused on why you are making posts that is questioning or putting into question that man's sexuality. He then posts a picture of him in his shirt, and he posts a picture of Stefan in the same shirt. But I'm like, well, who wore it first? Or do y'all? I don't know. But I just feel like it's a messy ass thing to. I'm like, but what are you insinuating? Because if y'all was fucking, then, I mean, what you want me to do? If Stefan is bisexual, I don't care. But to make it seem like, okay, well, we child see what's going on. This look, because even if Stefan is bisexual, even if y'all fucking around, if you allow the closeness and the magic clothes, that's on you, not on us. Porsha. Let me call her Porsha. Porsha won in court finally. So Porsha scored the big win in divorce settlement against Simon with Simon. Okay, allegedly, per the court documents that TMZ got, Simon signed over. He did a quitclaim deed and went and transferred the interest of the house to Porsha, meaning Porsche now officially owns it all and can do what she wants with the house. It also says that again he agreed to give his part of the equity to Porsche. It says also there's a 1.5 mil in reimbursement that is probably owed, and then apparently he even signed over the title to that 2021 Rolls Royce he gifted her back when they were together. And you know, when this came out, and then Simon came out and said, oh, they didn't want to mention, okay, that $8 million debt that's owed, meaning the house still has a payment on it, okay? The house still has a little mortgage, okay? Portia's gonna probably sell their house, okay? I'm pretty sure Portia's gonna probably sell their house and get the money and get a smaller house and move on. I'm happy it's finally done. But again, if he signed over the house that she not fully owns, the house is hers, all based on their divorce and whatever. But if there is still an $8 million debt from what's owed on the house, she can now sell that house and she gets all the profits. Because if she sells the house and that will pay off the $8 million, and she keeps the equity. To me, Porsche don't need that big ass house. They kept the house because it was gonna be her, him, and all the fucking kids. She don't need that big ass house. But get you something smaller and keep the change, okay? And he is mad because he lost. Claressa. She did an interview with Cam Newton. And I didn't watch the whole thing. I've seen a couple clips. And I'm gonna show y'all two clips. Okay, I'm gonna do one of her talking about Pap and them. I really wish that they would stop talking to her about Papoose. It aggravates my spirit because no one is ever going to pick a side and say fuck everybody. I said fuck it all. But listen to what she had, and just listen to what she had to say.
Who make this be a big thing when it was like, she's over there living her happy life.
Remy Ma.
We're over here living our happy life.
Me and Pat. And I feel like that's what was happening before Pat and Claressa were publicly together. I feel like Remy had her own private life with her man over there, happy in life. Pat was around Claressa's house, hanging out with her, happy in life. And then once they became public, shit got weird.
Our happy lives never were intertwined. Never. So it's like when I hear this stuff, I think that women who try to come for me, they're mad that he didn't stay there and deal with it, and he moved on. That's the only thing. He moved on with somebody, like you said. He's older than me. I'm younger. I'm top of my game. Got my own money. I look good. My body look good. That's the problem. He was supposed to downgrade. He's supposed to go to like some Instagram model who got like 2,000 followers and do that. He ain't supposed to be able to bag the greatest. That's the problem.
Now, Claressa, I do think people thought he would downgrade from Remy. I don't think Claressa is a step up from Remy. I think she's a side step from Remy because Remy is good in her own field, and so Claressa, I don't think anyone can negate the fact that Claressa is in the top field of her own, in the top level of her field. So I do think people thought he's not going to get anybody that can top Remy, and I don't think he did. I don't think he did at all. But I also don't think she's a downgrade. I don't think she is anything except just somebody else who's successful. Okay, and as soon as Claressa realizes, no matter what she says, a lot, not all, because I don't feel how other folks feel. I just want her to stop talking about it, just so that way, it's not so much backlash. She talks about it too much. But I do think she's right in how some people look at it as, oh, he got with somebody who's very much mouthy about what's going on, and they don't. But I also feel like if Remy had gotten with somebody famous, I don't know if she would get the same level of criticism that Claressa gets, because that person probably would shut the fuck up.
To me, that's the problem. Because it's like, I ain't never done none of y'all. All I did was be in a happy relationship, be with him. I try to avoid this conversation here about mentioning the ex. I'm trying to swivel and swerve because it's like, what I'm talking about you for? We're not going to fight. That's not my lane. You do what you do, I do what I do. I try to stay over here in my lane, but it seems like people like this whole making it seem like, oh, it's an intertwine, it's a drama, when it's not. It's me and Pat. That's it.
Meaning, I think her point is, I wasn't messing with him while he was with Remy. And even her saying she tried to avoid discussing Remy, you don't do a good job. Again, I would tell any interviewer, I'm not discussing that. I'm not discussing that. Because I already said what I said. Even if folks don't believe me, I said what I said, and I'm not gonna say it again.
There's a narrative that says you broke up a happy home.
And I just told you that never happened. Mm-hmm. Because she has grown, and it's nothing. I let them run with that narrative because what they tell us as celebrities, don't respond to it, don't say nothing, don't talk about it. And I had a movie coming out around that time. My biopic, The Fire Inside. Everybody was like, Claressa, this is too big of a moment. My movie came out Christmas Day. It was in theaters for 3 months.
And people, when the movie came out, that's when the whole leaking of Pap with the girl and blah. I think it kind of took the win out of the sales for the movie, because that became a bigger story.
I'm not about to try to explain to nobody that what she did before I even met him and how she was with this dude and all this stuff, trying to defend that, trying to defend me and him being together when me and him know the truth. And those who really are stand-up people accept the truth and know it. Yeah. It's a timeline between their stuff. Why do you think he knocked Buddy out?
Because y'all do know Pat and Remy's boyfriend was Easy the Block Captain, did fight before he got with Claressa. So I think her point is Remy had a man before Pat even met me. So her trying to put the point that I did not break up a happy home. It wasn't a happy home. Before he met me, she was dating somebody else. But again, stop answering the questions.
That was back in 2021, 2022. I ain't know Pat. I met him 2024, July 6th to be exact. So it wasn't a happy home to break up.
What's the holdup?
Divorce do not, they've been to court and everything. Divorce doesn't happen overnight. They talking about, I don't know how long they was married, 16 something plus years. That's a lot of stuff to divide and figure out, and it's the kid involved. So it's not something that's like.
Have you had?
And I feel like that's a valid statement. You know, some divorces take a long time in general. Okay. I also feel like with Remy and Pat being married so long, with Pat being, you know, the hold her down when she was in prison, when she got out, I do think since they've been married, there's a lot to separate. I know when Remy was on the at a performances recently, I think it was at maybe at Angie's Black Party thing, whatever. She said, you know, I'll be single when, you know, niggas stop asking for half. I feel like if we've been married for 16 years and we built whatever, I do think shit from the marriage should be half. I don't think anything since y'all have been separated or anything in the future should be half. But I do feel like if y'all have been married for 16 years, whatever y'all have accumulated together as a couple, if it wasn't a prenup, it's half. It's half. You know, they have a young child. Because I forgot how old their daughter's, probably like maybe 5 or 6. You know, and I think both Pat and Remy are both stubborn in all of this. So I think they're both probably fighting for whatever it is. So I don't think, and if he filed for divorce, let's say last year, they could possibly still be in the middle of the bullshit. But I'm like, girl.
Had a relationship with the child?
No.
Okay, so that's completely separate.
But this is a kid though.
Yeah.
This is a kid. I don't think people should involve kids in grown folks' business.
I respect that comment. I respect her saying, no, I'm not around the child. And I don't think Remy wants her around the kid yet anyway. And sometimes when people are divorcing, the child should not be involved in the new relationship. Because mom and daddy already beefing. So I respect her saying, you know, they have a child together. I'm not involved with their kid, and I don't think the kid should be involved in any adult shit. So if me and your mama ain't cool, I should not be around you. Because Pat don't need Claressa's help in raising a daughter. And while me and Remy are trying to figure out our divorce and all of that, I don't think the daughter should be around Claressa yet. I think it's also a great thing. And it also shows that she has some common sense. Okay? She has some common sense to say, you know, the child should not even be mentioned in none of this adult shit. It's a child. You know, and the fact that she did not say that in any mean, any nasty, any messy. Her point was, yeah, they have a kid, and I'm not involved, and I shouldn't be, because kids should not be involved in adult shit. Because this is a full-fledged adult ass situation.
That's how I was raised. But whenever that time comes and they both decide, hey, it's time for her to do whatever, that's what happened. But I'm not.
Again, when they both decide, when Remy and Pat decide, then it's cool. And I'm like, again, and sometimes when you're dating someone with kids, that has to be how it is. I know you have kids, and as long as you're an active parent with that child, I'm not upset if your period time is not involving me.
I got my own kids.
Do you guys stay together?
I would say it's like half and half. He got his place in New York. I have a place in Atlanta. We're together all the time. Like he's on his way here now.
Okay. And juggling the relationship, having not just the being public figures, having children.
We have a baby next year.
Bitch, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, we have a baby next year.
Hey.
People make this be a big thing when it was.
Hold on.
Children.
We have a baby next year. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, we have a baby next year.
Hey. How y'all gonna have it? You gonna have a child?
Who the fuck else gonna have a kid?
Man, listen here now. Don't listen.
It's my vagina, my uterus.
What you mean?
I'm asking you, did you got?
I'm not gonna have no surrogate.
Okay.
I can get pregnant like anybody else.
You hope you can.
I never thought that. I'm not asking.
But why did you say that? Why that first thing came to your mind?
Because number one, you're a boxer.
Yeah, I'm putting my career on hold.
That's cool. And number two, I know you have a minimum fight, like you have certain fights that you have to obtain, right? And number three, we're living in a day and age where surrogates are real, adoption is real.
No, I'm not adopting no kids. And I don't want nobody carrying no kid for me either.
I hope that don't come back and bite you in the ass.
That was my young mindset. 18, I'm like, I'm not messing with this perfect body. Somebody else carried the little kid. Now at 31, and me just loving family, like I'm very close to my sister, 3 kids.
Yeah.
They're like my kids.
Okay.
So even though I haven't had kids, it's like they're my kids.
Yeah.
And we have a 5-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 12-year-old. So it's like now I feel like I want to have my own kid, and I can't let somebody carry my kid.
And I don't have an issue with her wanting to carry her own child. I don't have an issue with her like not wanting a surrogate if she can carry. If she wants to put her, a lot of women have to put their jobs, their lives on hold to birth a baby. So I don't have an issue with that. Don't you get pregnant by that man before his divorce is final. You saying, don't you do that. Her decision to say, I do want kids now. I do want to birth kids now. I don't want that. I think a lot of women had that same notion at first. Most women want to experience childbirth. It's not until you can't do it that you then have to go to a second, third, or other option. You then have to think about surrogacy or adoption and all of that. So I think, she I don't have an issue with her explaining what her plan is, which I know guys have a plan, bitch, and it didn't work. Now, that's her talking about her path and the bullshit. I want to show her discussing her fighting and her how much she is. What's the fucking word, child? I can't think. One push button.
No sex.
Discipline. Discipline. Her discussing her as a boxer. To me, it's a completely different feeling when I see her talking about her and papping that bullshit versus her discussing her in boxing.
6 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I never understood the theory behind the no, especially a week. Okay, cool, I get you. A couple days before, I get you.
Okay.
But 6 weeks? Talk to me.
You just want to preserve everything, and I think that it makes you stronger for women. It makes you stronger, more aggressive. You can lift more weights. You just hold everything in. I don't know about, other women, but when come or whatever.
Climax.
There you go. That's energy that's taken out of you. And for me, all my energy has to go to my craft.
Which is cool. And I don't even think that this question is for you more so than your team. But you're the person in this seat. Would you say you're more moody?
Oh, I'm extremely moody. Extremely moody. I'm irritated. I'm hungry. And I need things to move fast. I feel like everything moves too slow.
No. Not in general.
No, I'm talking about when I'm in training camp.
Because I can't have no sex. My food different, bitch. I am a total bitch. When I can't reach my itches.
Not having sex. I feel like everything is super irritable. But that's why it's good. I'm training 3-4 times a day because I can put the energy into that instead of like being around regular people who are just like they're moving at their regular pace. But it's like I'm like, hurry up, let's go. We got 10 seconds to get in the car. You took 15. Like, let's go. And I'm like that. Like I said, be at the gym at 6 o'clock. We got there at 6:01. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Why we here late? So I'm just like all over the place. Yeah.
What was the example for that growing up, and how did you get to this type of detail of living?
Well, growing up, I had one of the toughest coaches ever, Jason Crutchfield in Flint, Michigan, and he expected nothing but greatness out of me, nothing less. So
again, hearing her talk about her craft, it's a completely different feeling. I love it.
At the gym, when I spar against the men, I don't get beat up in sparring by the guys. When we run, I have to outrun the guys. He always wanted me to push harder. I ran to the gym and I ran home from the gym. And I worked out at the gym and I sparred at the gym and I did everything that the boys did, but it was like I had this, he always wanted more. And I kind of understand now why, because it's instilled in me. It's like I don't have to work as hard as I work because I am number one. But it's like keep working, keep seeing how much better you can get, how much faster, how much stronger, what skill set can you add? Like that's always in my mind.
No.
And I'm gonna probably watch the whole interview that they did. I know because Tim said that they got on to Papoose around the 30-minute mark. But I think if Claressa will focus more on only discussing her craft, her as a boxer, I think she needs to make the decision to not have any public conversation about her and Papoose. That should be an off the limits question in any interview. Okay, I feel like when she's able to focus on discussing her work life balance, her as a boxer, her training, her discipline, and what she's done to put herself in this place, it's a great story to because people don't know Flint, Michigan is very much so like tough as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like Flint is a very small city here, and a lot of folks look at Flint as like, you know what I'm saying, like a poor little city and whatnot. So knowing the life that she lived and how hard it was for her growing up, seeing where she is now is really a great thing, but it's being sucked out because the conversation is so much about Papoose and Remy, and she's always on the defense because folks are on her head. So I'm like, again, you just stop having the Papoose talk. You know what I'm saying? And when anyone says anything about you and Papoose, because you know the real, don't say shit. You don't care. If Papoose is upstairs, Papoose is upstairs, even if he ain't, okay? Like, leave it be, period. But again, I like Claressa. I just need her to shut the fuck up when it comes to Papoose. I did that already. What's left? Y'all, I'll be trying to have quick lives and then never quick. Megan. And then, oh Lord, I got I'm not done yet. Megan. Megan. The Stallion. I did Porsha. I'm trying to take off what I already did so I know what I have left. I think it's Porsha, not Porsha, Amanda, Megan, and Latto. So Charleston White, let me scroll over. So Charleston White is a troll who I really ignore on every level. And when people were going at Claressa, Charleston went on social media saying shit about Latto.
I don't talk about 21 Savage and Latto. Latto don't get no backlash for getting pregnant by a married nigga. If Claressa Shields was a light-skinned girl, mixed breed, nobody would have a problem with her. But because she's a darker skinned complected black woman, who's in physical shape, you can't beat her up. She got a mouth on her. She speaks out against somebody who speaks up against her. And they're trying to vilify her. Why are they trying to vilify her? Because Papoose and Remy Ma had a public separation. Remy Ma got caught cheating with another nigga. She left Papoose for another nigga. Papoose stayed single for a while. Took him a year or so, and he got with Claressa. What the fuck is wrong? Because they ain't got married. Or he ain't got a divorce. Bitch, I got a wife. Why y'all don't talk about your girlfriend? Claressa Shields is everything you want your dark-skinned daughter to grow up to be. I would want my niece to be. Yeah, bitch, he ain't nigga now. Why do she have to have a problem with him still being married like y'all do? So I want to say to the fat bitch that's on the morning show with Jack and
not the fat bitch
and Charlotte. I was on there. The bitch tried to be sassy with me too. Fat bitches ain't got no room to be sassy and messy.
No, I'm sitting here like.
So now why am I in it? And you could have did it.
See how I get wrong and stuff?
I can't be.
Bitch, you didn't answer that question from a place of love. That was a fat hoe messy question. That was a fat
hoe messy. No, one fat hoe gotta be messy. Nah, I know he ain't talking about me.
That bitch messy question back to the hotel. And y'all ain't finna dress it up like the people want to know. We don't want to know. Only you messy bitches want to know. Why? Because y'all really want to know why y'all don't talk about 21 Savage and Latto. Latto don't get no backlash for getting pregnant by a married nigga. Y'all don't say nothing to Latto. What's the problem, people? Being hypocritical again.
Now, first of all, when Latto popped out pregnant, folks immediately was going in on that lady. Okay? She immediately got backlash of folks claiming that 21 Savage is married, that she's wrong, and blah, 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 blah. That absolutely happened. Now, does Latto get as much shit as Claressa? No. Because Latto don't say shit. But people absolutely call the girl a homewrecker. She's a mistress. Fucking that lady husband. They absolutely called Latto ass out. The difference is Latto did not respond to any of it at all. That's the only reason why it don't. That's why I keep telling Claressa, she don't hear me. Is if she just stop responding. Even if people keep saying shit, it won't matter. It'll fall on deaf ears. So Latto heard what Charleston trolling as White said and had a response, y'all.
I'll be loud and wrong for too long. I ain't fucking no married man, bitch. I'll be loud and wrong for too long. I ain't fucking no married man, bitch. You old, ugly, scrawny, country bitch. Bitch.
And why she saying bitch like that?
Talking about walking. What this bitch say? Talking about acting like I'm a boss. Bitch! And watch your mouth with that bitch word. Bitch! Bitch! Listen here, you little bitch boy. I'll tell you one thing, bitch. You other than my mama and my daddy. Ain't fucking no married man. Bitch. Bitch! Loud and wrong, bitch boy. Old ass, broke ass nigga. I am a boss. I am a boss. I could buy you, your wife, your girlfriend, your kids.
No, they're not slave. Don't buy him, Latto.
Bitch.
So, you know, Claressa in her upcoming fight, Latto was going to be walking her down to the ring. I don't know why she kept saying. I don't know why she kept saying a bitch like that. That was kind of crazy. But I'm like, it's 21 next to you. Now, so that was her saying, bitch, I'm not fucking a married man. Okay, and then 21 Savage made a post on his thing with her picture saying white feet. Okay. I mean, look, I feel like there were rumors that 21 was married. You know, Latto has denied those rumors being true. She said, I'm not fucking a married man. We've also seen Latto out with the lady they say is 21's wife, and they seem to be friendly and getting along. So I don't know. But the only reason Latto does not get the same attention for her and 21, because they don't respond to shit. We just found, they just confirmed they were together when she had the baby. So Claressa needs to stop addressing this shit. Okay. Now Megan Thee Stallion is headed to trial. She's headed to court, headed back to the courtroom. Even though she won that first situation with that one blogger girl, she won that one. However, she's going to trial over the former photographer who is suing for harassment and unpaid wages and whatnot. Okay. On Friday, August 7th, the judge partially denied motions for summary judgment filed by Megan and the other defendants, along with several of Garcia's plans to move forward to trial. Meaning, they tried to get the shit dismissed, and the judge said no. Okay. Emilio Garcia is alleging that he was subjected to a hostile work environment and properly compensated and misclassified as an independent contractor while working for the rapper. Rock Nation, Megan Thee Stallion, Entertainment, and Hot Girl Trainers are also named as defendants. This, even though this has to go to court, I still feel like it's gonna lose. What does that do? I feel like, because I believe when the lawsuit first happened, they were saying that, you know, he was on, because I know at one point he said, well, I was in the car with her one time and she was kissing the girl. But sir, we'll close your eyes. Okay. He filed a lawsuit back in 2024 after working for Megan for several years. Among his most serious allegations, he claimed that during a 2020 trip to Ibiza, he was inside a moving car while Megan began having sex with another woman next to him. If I'm in the car with my friend and she starts fucking a girl, I don't care. I'm just gonna do this. Okay? You know what I'm saying? But again, also to be fair, you also have, when you are in a work environment, and you the same with thing that happened with Lizzo. When you are in a work environment and you are the boss, you have to be careful when you think your friends who you're paying to work for you are going to stay friendly. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll act like it's cool and then they want to sue you. Okay. He also said, because he had fucking the girl, he could not exit the vehicle. He alleged Megan later warned him not to discuss what he witnessed. I mean, yeah, if I see you fucking some girl I wouldn't want anyone to discuss it either. Okay. He also accused her of making comments about his weight and claims changes to his compensation resulted in him earning less money. Well, if you ain't doing as much, what can we do? Okay. The latest ruling does not mean he has proven his points at all. The judge determined that disputes over evidence, including Garcia's working relationship, compensation, and other surviving claims, should be decided by trial. Okay, so Garcia also presented evidence from which a jury could potentially find that he was an employee rather than an independent contractor, and that he experienced retaliation after raising concern about unpaid work. Again, you have to be careful when working with people who you cool with. Okay. They said the judge did, because he did not prevail on the claim. The judge granted summary judgment in the defendants on this way. Wait, what? I don't care. Illegal court. Okay, coming up. I hope she wins this, and I also hope celebrities learn you can't treat your coworkers, your employees, as your friend all the time. Because what you think is cool and a joke or fun, they gonna sue your ass. She made me watch her eat coochie. I didn't want to see her eat coochie, and now you get a lawsuit. Lastly, Amanda Seales. Y'all, I know a lot of people don't like Amanda Seales. A lot of folk do not like that lady. And I am in the middle. Sometimes she makes sense. Sometimes she aggravates me. And sometimes I'm like, girl, I don't care. I do, just like with Claressa Shields, I feel like Amanda Seales should never respond to any accusation of her and Issa Rae. Because anytime she responds to what somebody says about Issa Rae, they make Amanda the villain. And I feel like if you know me and so don't get along, why would you expect me to not be honest about we don't really rock with each other? However, and this rant, I'm gonna say a rant that she had, someone said she is jealous of Issa Rae. And then this happened.
Working my whole goddamn life for some random bitches on this internet to talk about I'm struggling in my career, talk about I'm jealous of Issa Rae. Baby, Issa Rae managed to get her own series on television. I remember when we first met in person in 2014, and Insecure was still on the shelf. And she was like, I'm just so frustrated that I can't get them to make it. And thankfully, she was able to get it made. I have nothing but respect for the ability to get something from your mind onto the page and onto the screen.
And Amanda probably respects Issa in that in that area of life. I don't think Amanda is jealous of Issa Rae. I think Amanda and Issa Rae do not get along, and I really need Amanda because I know she's fucking smart. I know she's smart. To stop feeding into the bullshit. There are people who will watch your content and watch your shows and come to your page and block people off the blue, and they will say shit just to piss you off and to get you to have a rant. And it's the reason why I've always said, if I don't feel in my spirit that I can be, perform a good time with y'all, I will cancel a live if I don't feel it. There's also reasons why sometimes I ignore comments so I don't go on a little rant. It's also because I have seen people ask questions and say shit in the past to try to cause some bullshit, and I never fall for it. But it could happen, you know. And Amanda is trying to defend who she is. Like her or love her, Amanda has been around for years in the industry. Like she has. And because some folk don't like Amanda, and because some folk prefer Issa, it's stupid that they choose to consistently make it seem as if Amanda is always the villain. Sometimes she's a villain. Sometimes. However, sometimes she isn't. And sometimes all she's doing is saying, you came to my space to talk shit, but bitch, I'm gonna cuss you out today. But in this vein of situation, right? In this situation, she said, bitch, I'm not jealous of her. I respect that she did what she did. I may not like that hoe because of personal reasons and we beefing and she don't like me. However, I'm not jealous of her.
Someone said I'm jealous of Issa Rae because she has the Hollywood career, the Hollywood friends, and the marriage. Baby, if that is what she desires, bless her. I have had a Hollywood career.
She said, bitch, look my SAC after card.
1994.
Meaning I have been in the world of celebrity. I've been in the world of entertainment since 94. Since the 90s. So how are y'all telling me I'm jealous of somebody as if I haven't done my own thing? And also people like to gauge, success. And because Amanda isn't married and she doesn't have this or that, she must be jealous. That's not true. Not everyone success is the same. It just isn't. But Amanda should be smart enough to know, girl, stop feeding into the bullshit. All they wanted was a rant, and they got it.
Do you understand? I have been SAG in the Screen Actors Guild since before they merged. I am an icon. When I was a child, I was on an iconic black TV show on Nickelodeon.
My brothers and me, she was on that.
When I see people saying Amanda Seales is struggling in her career, I'm looking around like, baby, I was only the second black woman in the history of HBO to have a comedy special, which, by the way, is absolutely absurd. I'm an icon. I was on the first season and the second season of Def Poetry Jam.
I used to love that show.
I'm an icon.
Her point is there were legendary shows that we loved that she was a part of. And it's the equivalency of Holly Robinson Beat, Robin Givens, who were on all these things over the years, but they may not have the same career and the same viewership as another actress. And some folk are like, well, they must be jealous. I know Robin Givens got to be jealous of Kerry Washington. Why? Because Kerry Washington may be on stuff now and we don't see Robin Givens as much, but Robin Givens was very much so in the world. Amanda Seales was very much so in the DJ world and the hip hop world and all of that shit. She really only got into acting like recently. You know what I'm saying? So even her saying, y'all are forgetting what I've done, the work I put in, because y'all don't see me as much now. But let's not get it twisted, bitch.
Like, what are we talking about? I've been on Q-Tip albums. I have opened for Paul Mooney, Chris Rock, and Dave Chappelle. I'm an icon.
Bitch, do y'all know who Paul Mooney is? Come on now, Paul Mooney, legendary comedian. May he rest in peace.
Don't ever get it twisted that just because I'm here hanging out with y'all, that I'm in a struggle. I have time because I'm retired. I divested from Hollywood.
And that's a blessing. Not every, not. I was watching Whoopi Goldberg, and when I was watching a clip from Whoopi Goldberg's interview with Keith Palmer, and she was saying that if her check from The View was so great, she would still be at The View. She's still working because she has bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? So I think Amanda got to the point where she realized, I don't want to do this no more. And that is a blessing that people don't recognize. And I think because somebody, Issa and Amanda and Insecure was a blip that people feel like because Amanda was on that one show and we don't see her on anything else, well, then she's canceled. Her point is, I've worked hard to be able to not have to work. All of us wish we can do that. That we can make the decision to not have to work and then work at our leisure. And I don't think that's her being cocky. It's her just saying, y'all have this narrative that I'm struggling and I'm chilling. I don't have to work in an industry that I don't like and that don't like me. We say all the time, if you have a 9-to-5 job that you hate your 9-to-5 job, but you have to work it because you need a check. And when you get to a point to where you no longer have to work that job, it's a blessing. So I think her point is, and again, because some folk don't like Amanda, the point be going over their head. Her point is, I worked for years in this industry for one. I'm not struggling, but I just took myself out the game. Why? Because I wasn't happy there. And even if the thing is they don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with them either.
Okay? I was on 5 seasons, the complete series of an iconic television show. People have compared my character, Tiffany, the way I played it, in the same space as Whitley Gilbert.
They are kind of the same.
Dwayne, I'm an icon. Here's Insecure. These are my shoes that Tiffany wore at her baby shower. Here's some.
She did with the show and stuff from the show. So again, I saw somebody said, hold on. Let me see. And folk don't like to even admit this. Issa did an interview with Kevin on stage at one point, and Issa said she feels uneasy at the fact that she does not have a show on. We're not, because Issa Rae is amazing. Issa Rae is amazing in her own lane. Insecure was a huge success. A huge success. Probably one of the bigger successes that we have seen in a minute. And I think, something that people, that went on from 2016 to 2021. She also had an awkward black girl, which was on from 2011 to 2013 on YouTube's and whatnot. Now she's been in a couple of movies since then, but the show Rap Shit, was around here. Also, her other shows, The Sweet Life LA. Stuff that she has tried to make hit, it hasn't hit like Insecure. And I remember her saying on the show with Kevin how that made her feel uneasy that she hadn't done it again. Hadn't done it again. And I feel like Issa's in her own lane of what she's doing. Just like Amanda, but I really need Amanda. Girl, don't respond. Okay? Whenever somebody come out and say some shit about you or Issa, just don't engage. Because at the end of the day, some people will always see things in the realm of you are the victim because of the you and Issa situation. Even though, as I said, I've said time and time again, Issa Rae was a boss on a TV series that allowed the employees to be beefing, and she did not fix it. And some folk like to avoid the truth that Issa was dead ass wrong for being the boss, over there and picking one employee's side over the other versus fixing the shit. And when she didn't fix the shit, the one employee who felt like, well, damn, she picked her side. Well, fuck all y'all. But I digress. Anyway, y'all, I'm tired. It's time to go. We had a good time. Okay. Comments were had, opinions were had, topics were discussed, and all that good shit. But at the end of the day, I just want everybody sometimes to just shut the fuck up. Okay. Sometimes there's no need to respond. You know, some folks are gonna always pick one side over the other, and that's okay. But you have to know when to let that shit go. Okay. Know when to not care that someone thinks this or that about you. Because some people always feel you are the villain. Okay. Anyway, I want y'all to be sure to like the video. Okay, that you are subscribed. Share the video and all that good stuff. Comments in the comment section. Again, I might pop on live tomorrow around 5 p.m. because it's a couple of the topics I may get into. I may say that to Monday. And as I said before, during the work week, I will only set live the day of. Okay. If I'm gonna be live that day, come and check around 5 p.m. to see if it's set. So that way I'm not canceling the live because I was busy at work. Okay. I love you all. I gotta go. I gotta go right now. Be good, be safe. Bye.